Yesterday, on the second day of the ASEAN People's Forum, we discovered there were 4 men in the meetings dressed in human rights t-shirts who were actually from the Indonesian embassy, and they were monitoring, recording and taking photos of human rights defenders. It appeared that their main focus was to identify Indonesians and West Papuans who would speak on the issue of West Papua, where a very serious human rights crackdown involving killings, torture and arbitrary detention is ongoing. When they were confronted with this, at first they were the leader was trying to negotiate, and when I took a picture of him, he grabbed my phone. So I ended up struggling with him to get my phone back, and I ended up yelling at him in front of the other participants that if he objected to having his photo taken, he could easily just request for me to delete that, but also that it is very clear that he and his colleagues came with bad intentions, that they disguised themselves to spy on human rights defenders with a very specific purpose. This is why today, on the final day of the ASEAN People's Forum, I directly asked the Deputy Ambassador of the Indonesian Embassy to guarantee that there will be no reprisals against Indonesian human rights defenders, including Papuans who attended the ASEAN People's Forum. What is concerning is that, of course, while he said there will be no reprisals, there's always a qualifier talking about the rule of law. What we are seeing now is that instead of using national security as a justification to attack human rights defenders, we are seeing a growing trend in ASEAN of governments using the so-called rule of law to harass and judicially harass and detain and persecute human rights defenders. What they forget is that the rule of law is not just about the equal application of the law, but that the rule of law itself must support human rights and must be fair to everyone in society. So they are simply using and abusing the term rule of law as the new justification to attack civil society.